Oh hi, I was sure I was recording, but I wasn't recording, so I already draw the square, but it's just you can use anything, or you can just draw square from the ruler. I used one of my coasters. So my square approximately 9 by 9 centimeters. So what we need to do is just to divide it now in obviously 9 squares, but so mine will be 3 by 3 approximately, yours depend on your side. Again, you can do everything freehand, or you can do everything by the ruler, with the help of ruler, so it doesn't matter. So at the freehand, just don't worry too much. I mean, whether, you know, it's just approximately really, because it's never going to be perfectly geometrical. Animals are not like perfect symmetrical, so that's why we just give us some helping line to work with this. So what we're gonna do next, we're gonna do, so that's approximately our corners here, yeah. So from the middle of this one square, the corner squares, we need to do a little bit of a marks approximately in the middle, right? Okay, just like this, and we're going another 3 centimeters up, approximately the length of the square. Another 3 centimeters up this way, down, down, side and side. So now we're gonna like create additional squares here. It's not the squares, but it's more rectangles at the moment, like this. So we created this funny shape. So now I want you to connect those corners like this, like this, like this, and like this. So that's our face, believe it or not, but it is. So now we're going to be creating the squares for the eyes. For this reason, what we're going to do is take this line, which is right in the middle, we take it down, 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 and we take it down, 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 right. So, and then this is another square here, so you can take the lines in here approximately. So what we're going to do is divide this one in a half. I mean, it's supposed to be the kind of full square, it's not perfect, but whatever it is, divide it in a half. I mean, if you do everything by the ruler, it must be perfect, but it doesn't matter if it's not. So this square and this square, these are where the eyes are. We don't want to take it down to the edges because they will still need some space, and we also want to draw a circle inside this kind of area. We just draw a very gently circle. It's laying on a line here, but it's not going all the way to the top. I'd say it's kind of higher than half, but it's almost a circle shape, still a little bit of a, you know, an oval, but very, very circular look. So you see, we got our squares prepared for our eyes, and they're quite wide apart with bugs. Right, the next square we're going to be creating is a square for his nose. Actually, we're going to take the middle square here and divide it in a half, right in a half here. And we're going to take the bottom square and also divide it in a half. Right, so we created the square right in the middle here, and then what we're going to do is just do it gently with like corners like this. So we kind of remember this is our nose, and right from the middle take line down here, right? Okay, so the next thing we're going to be working with the area of his mouth, and for this area we need another additional line, you know. So what we're going to do is just take half of 3 centimeters, take it down from here, and just do a little bit of a additional line here. So that's approximately where his mouth will end. So we've got here dot in the middle, and we've got dots in here. Yeah, right. So what I want you to do, first you can take it just like this if it's easier, just the straight corners. But then I would want you to create with the straight corners, just kind of line like this. Do you think you can do this? So we're going a little bit this way and this way. You see, we created just almost like a bell shape in here. Yeah. And the next thing we're going to do is, so if you will see, we've got these corners here. That's not corner but triangle, sorry. This is triangle and this is triangle. We've got our triangles. Let's try to divide them right in the middle, approximately again, right in the middle. So we want this dot here, just somewhere in the middle of these lines, yeah? I mean, well, you probably just can divide this line in half and this line in half. Yeah, that's probably would be the easiest way. But, and then I want you to do a gentle line, curved line, connecting that line to this line, yeah? So that's the area where his mouth's gonna be, and these are his cheeks already. Right, the next thing, we're gonna work a little bit more with his nose. And for this reason, we're gonna draw a line. Oh, sorry. I'm trying to, like, you know, stay away with my arm in front of the camera so you see all the, you know, lines I'm doing. So we're gonna draw a little bit of lines here right from the middle. They're going a bit down, yeah? And then what we need to do is say this is the middle, 2 dots. So that's our square. That's the middle line. There's the middle line going here. These are right on this halves. So we'll try to connect them down to just with the curve like this. With the curve like this. That's it. And then we're just gonna do like this and like this. So don't worry too much. We will be working with this much more. And then we want to take this line kind of in this shape, if you can create this shape. Okay, so that's approximately our nose, approximately. So then you can connect it here, and then we will need another line in here. So we can do it straight away now. Okay, so let's do a little bit of a shape of an eye. I'll take it a little bit of a out of the square. And a little bit of a shape of an eye here. Pugs, they've got incredibly big eyes, haven't they? Some of them. Not all of them, some, but quite a lot of them has got a big eyes. Right, okay, so just correcting on the way if you see something not perfect, but that's okay. So the next we're gonna do is create a little bit more round shape around his, like, you know, hat. So for this I am gonna, you know, just go, don't remove just yet the lines. You see what we need to do? We need to look at the eye where it's finished, and we need to kind of round up this area a little bit and take it down to do the bend, like, you know, the curve, and then go down, and then we're going down to this line like this. Okay, and then we can do 1, 2, 3, and even 4. So it doesn't matter, just a little bit like this, and it's all going to be all the folds on his skin. And then the same thing here, we're going to take a little bit outside of our line, but then what is our aim is try to get this line here to the corner of the eye, and then like this we're taking it down here, yeah, down to these dots which we've done earlier. So let's do his ears now. So with the ears, these 2 lines, yeah, as I said, you do not remove the squares just yet, they will be quite handy. Right, so the line under the eye, the dotted line in my case where the eye is laying, why don't we take it a little bit this way? As well the line under this eye. So we will know where his ears finish, yeah? Stop. Right, and then what we're gonna do is do the parallel line to this side and the parallel line of, oh, it could be, it doesn't have to be perfectly parallel, but something like this. And then we kind of get maybe like this, connect them, yeah? So, and then from this parallel line we have to go a bit lower and do another line as well as in here. They don't have to be in the perfect thing, but try to do these bits in this kind of triangle area, yeah? So you look at those, don't go too low because that's just the top of the ears. And so this is the line where ear will be finishing, yeah? But we need the line where the ear on the side until where the ear will go. And I would suggest that you do 1.5 lengths of your squares, whatever squares are, from this line. This is the line which is going on the top. So I start here and I go like my 3.5 centimeters, yeah? Again, approximate. So I just do this line. And exactly the same here. I will do 1.5 and again approximate. So why did I do this line? Because that's going to be an outside border where the ear stops. So now what I want to do is just I want to connect. You can do that kind of straight line, or you can do straight away a little bit of a curved line, and then I think we just have to like do it this way. You try to get in here, finishing somewhere here where the line, and then where approximately here, so where this line is, that's, and then we're gonna go in here, that's it, and then we're gonna go in here, that's one here, right? Okay, and then we're gonna do the same with this. We're gonna try to get it a little bit down like this, and then we're just gonna try to connect it somehow. This is where you have to practice your skills with drawing curved lines. And so even though here we connected it right with the eye, we can connect this one a bit higher, because it doesn't have to be perfect. It's dark, it's not symmetrical. Right, so that's look a little bit like a park now. You agree with me? I think it is. So don't remove the squares just yet. Let's create his wrinkles, his skin folder on the face, because he's got plenty of it. So for this, that's our nose, and we go on the middle, and let's just do the middle up to, I'd say, just slightly higher than this line. So, and then we try to get the corner like this, create this corner. Okay, don't put too much pressure on the pencil, please, because we will be removing all these lines and working on them later, but you need to know where they're going, yeah? So then what we're gonna do is, let's divide this top square in half, yeah? We just get ourselves a mark where the half lines, and let's take those from here down to here. That's it. And then if we will take a little bit, that's the square, so I'm taking just a bit from the corners of the square. Okay, so now I want to create line which is gonna go like this, yeah? So we're gonna go like this and like this, and take it towards the eye and down to this dot. Can you find this one? This one should be somewhere here, and look how we're gonna do it. We're just gonna go all the way like this, and exactly the same. Let's find this this dot in here. Okay, so it's approximately here. It's kind of underneath. Yeah, that's the line which is under the eye. And we're going again, we're coming close to the eye with this line and going down here. Yeah, right. So now let's take the corners of our nose here and connect them with a bendy line like this, yeah, and like this. So we created those folders for his skin. The next one, why don't we just dust the middle here? We'll go from these corners, going like this and like this, yeah. And then we can take maybe half of this half. So that's the square. Let's have this area and let's have this area, and let's take from these corners to here, and let's take from these corners to here, yeah. So that's going to be another skin folder. So what's going to happen next? So we've got those, which are very good, and then let's go a bit higher with those. They are for another one. And what we aim, so we're kind of here underneath this. Always compare where you I'm showing, so I am kind of in this square in here, yeah. So, and then I want to take this dot down to his eye, but I want to go through these lines, okay, to create. So we're gonna go like these and take it down to the eye area like this. I'm gonna go like this and take it down to the eye area, yeah. So we created this lovely eyebrows. Okay, so that's what we need. And then just, if you can, do this line under. Just, I can't really tell you where exactly, but you should be able to work this out. Right, okay, so now under his eye, I would like you, where this finished in the middle of this part, I want you to take line down to here, yeah, approximately where this line finished. So what we're gonna do is, well, if you struggle to do straight away a curved line, you can do exactly straight line like this. So if it's not exactly this, it's not very straight, but I mean kind of. But when you've done the straight line, it's easier to bend around it. But that's the line I want you to do, okay? And same in here. So we're gonna take our pencil here and try to aim somewhere here. So you can do again the straight line and then do the bend. You could say I'm gonna do the little bit bendy straight away. So all my bends are not perfect. You see that's all the curved lines, they just they're freehand. That would be the best description. Right, so let's work a little bit with this area, create our folders on his actually mouth area. So if we're gonna go to our nose, but not particularly from the corner, but right in the middle where these two squares, and we take parallel line, try to copy the line which we created here, as well we try to copy the line which we created in here, okay? So that's absolutely fine. This is narrow, this is bigger. That's the way the pugs are anyway. So, and then where's our lines? These lines, do you remember we created these lines? We need them, certainly need them. But then they are here, but we're creating one more line. So we're gonna go from this, let's try take it to here, and we're gonna go a little bit like this, okay? And as well as in here. So we're gonna go just close to the that line, but we're taking it like maybe something like this, right? So, and then let's connect these lines we were not connecting before. It was just the idea of triangles I was doing, but so we kind of connected them, yeah. So how does it look now? I think it looks pretty good. So we will need to create some more lines. And say for example, if you divide this in half, I suggest, not suggest, but following the, reference, the photograph, that corner here, this folder is not directly in the middle. It's a little bit off the middle. So we're gonna create corner like this and corner like this, you see. and then you can do one more line here. So we're working in this area, and then we can take it actually right from the middle of the top, and let's take it to this eyebrow, and we're gonna do it like this, like this, like this. Okay, and there's one more line is coming here, which is right in the middle. We can do it like this. So let's work with this now. So we created these lines, and if we will take, for example, from here down to here, and let's do it like this. Okay, and one more line exactly the same, and this in between this one, we're just gonna go like this. Right, what do you think? I think it's looking pretty good for the pack, definitely pack. So let's create a little bit of line for his neck now. Oh no, before we go into the neck, let's work with his chin before we removed our lines, because I want you to keep the lines. It's much easier for you to work out which part. So for example, we've got this line here, yeah? So this is where I want you to, this line I want you to divide approximately in half, and I want you to take this one in here and this one in here, yeah? Because he's got some, like, you know, and then let's do a little bit of line underneath, and maybe the line like this. And then from here, I want you to take it down here, and maybe the line like this, and like this. Well, it may be not perfectly, I'm explaining here what kind of lines I do, but I'd imagine if you just follow what I'm doing, that will be pretty clear what we're doing. Okay, so here we are. I mean, it's pretty much done. The work with all the lines and everything on the face, we've done a great job. So let's do the line for his neck a little bit, so we don't just have a head. And his neck is going to be, so if we're going to go this line to here, this line, this dotted line, let's take it down a little bit, just like this. Okay, and like this. And then underneath, we're just going to do a little bit of line that's going to be more fullness of his skin, and this one we're just gonna go like this. He's sitting a little bit on the side. I do encourage you to look at the reference. I mean, I don't want to pay too much attention in this tutorial how we're gonna draw the body, because it's actually a head study. So we're just gonna try just to copy this right under these, like, you know, chin area. We can do two lines like this. So that's pretty much it. Our next step is going to be to remove all our lines which are dotted lines. Let's start with this one, yeah? We'll keep all the lines which were created apart from the straight dotted lines, yeah? I'm going to be doing this now. Alright, here we are. So don't worry too much if you removed some of the lines which are actually, you know, the lines for his, you know, face features. That's fine. I'm pretty sure you can still see good enough where we're going to be working. So where should we start? I think first of all, let's just work a bit more with our lines without doing too much shading just yet. The shading part I'm going to do with you in a second tutorial, second part of this tutorial. But for now, to finish up this tutorial, I would like you to work a bit more with these lines. So let's do this. Our lines which we've got, I'd like you to go with them like this. Right? You see what I'm doing? Okay, and I'm going. I'm trying to go in the direction how his hair is going. So for this, it's very good to look at your photo reference. That's it. Okay, that was our eyeliner. Again, even now we're not doing too much pressure, but what we want to do now is just to cover these straight lines with a more of a fur look, yeah, so that it looks more natural before we're gonna start our shading process. So, and here. How are you doing? I hope everything is going really well. That's it. So this is our nose. Let's correct it again. He's definitely got this fold in here. That's it. And let's carry on with this part. That's it. You see, when I was rubbing off, I kind of rubbed off this line completely, but I still can see where I have done it. I'm just holding the pencil so awkwardly because I want you to be able to see what I'm doing. I am finding it not easy to get right for the camera, so you see all the steps. And always remember that is slight angle every time. Right, let's give it a bit line here, so there's no hair here, but I wanted to just be a bit so, and right, so those the lines of the nose. You see, I'm doing it, and I'm always looking at the reference, and that's what I want you to do. That's absolutely fine. You can repeat every step after me, but you need to, at the moment you're learning to draw, and then you will be so good at it, so you can do everything without all the helping lines. Just go for it. Okay, so that's our here, a bit more. That's it. Look at that line, I didn't remove, and it doesn't look right here at all. So you may have got some lines which you will discover on the way, since he has got lots and lots of, lines, as well as this one. Look, I didn't remove this one. Oh, right, so I also will need to work a bit here. So you see that my corner I didn't do. If you look at the picture, he's got a very distinctive corner in here. So why don't we do it now? It's kind of right under his eye. Whenever you draw anything, just think in comparison. If you don't know where this line is going, have a look where it's positioned according to the eye, and then you're going to be fine. So we created this one, and let's just do it a bit this one. And here. Perfect. Okay, so and then let's connect this. Let's do this line again, which I removed. That's it. Right, so, oh, sorry. And now, yes. Just let's do a little bit like smooth the corners here. And again on this. Okay, don't need to do too much on our ears. That's pretty much well done. So this nose, why don't we work a little bit more with our nose now, with his nose, not our, but look where this thing is. And if you look at the reference as well, right in the middle here, he has got more lines. Let's connect them there. Let's just go this. That's perfect. Okay, and this one going slightly higher line. Alright, and these are the dark one areas in the nose anyway. These are where his nostrils start. So we can color it a little bit. And his eyes, let's do this circle in the middle. You know what, I think my eyes are bigger than the eyes of the pug on the picture, but that's fine. I mean, if you will learn these steps, you will simply know how to draw the pug. At the moment, we're not trying to create with you a look-alike fine art portrait. We're just trying to find a way to draw a pug that it looks like a pug and you recognize it straight away. So I think at the moment, I mean, we can just do a little bit of line for his eyes. Right, so here we are. That was our first part of tutorial, and in my second part we're gonna work with you more properly with the shading process. So I want to put a bit more attention to it than in my previous video, so it's easier for you. Okay, well, thank you very much, and I hope you've done well, and I see you in my next tutorial.